What's up, guys? The Lardy Boyz here. Say hello, Ant-Man.
Hello, how are you guys doing?
I'm sure they are replying in the comment box right now. So, this week, Vincent Kennedy McMahon was all like, yo, we need to shake things up here in the WWE. We're going to have a shaky up next week. So we thought, you know what, why not? 3:30 in the morning, got nothing better to do. Why don't we do a little video saying what we think is going to happen? Is there anyone that's jumping out at you on Raw that you think might do with a jump to the old blue side?
It's really difficult, to be honest. I feel like I wouldn't mind seeing Rusev, go to Smackdown and, have a feud with maybe Nakamura or something.
Yeah, that's a good shout. I didn't think about Rusev, actually. That'd be good, because he's just been taken off the show because he needed a few months off. Because apparently he got in trouble for the whole haircut thing. So that'd be good if he came back on Smackdown. Anyone else?
I'm trying to remember the Raw roster, to be honest.
Well, I've got a big old list on Wikipedia. And names that are shouting out. New Day. I think New Day are going to go to Smackdown.
Yeah, I mean, that could work.
Because they're not really doing anything.
Nah, they're not really doing anything on Raw.
And it might just be a little bit more refreshing on SmackDown. With the Usos, they could do good stuff with the Usos.
American Alpha.
Yeah, that could work.
Do things with New Day, which would be pretty cool.
Even funny segments with
Sorry?
Even funny segments with Fashion Police or something.
Yeah. Sami Zayn would be a good pick. I feel like, he could do some good on SmackDown. Have a feud with. I'm trying to think now.
Well, maybe if well, Shelton Benjamin's supposed to be coming back soon on SmackDown. Yeah. So maybe Sami Zayn versus a heel Shelton Benjamin. That'd be cool. I'd dig it.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I mean, I don't know. Maybe probably the New Day and Sami Zayn, in my opinion. I feel like they're the two that will definitely go.
Well, apparently the original plan was for Roman Reigns to go over to SmackDown, but apparently that's been changed and they don't want to move him there.
I don't know. I don't want to see Roman, to be honest. I mean, yeah, I don't want to see him on the same roster as Dean Ambrose.
The thing, yeah, I mean, the thing is maybe Seth Rollins, because now that they've got Finn Balor, I mean, I guess he's gonna feud with Samoa Joe for a bit, but other than that, although they don't have many baby faces on Raw, unless they're gonna split up the Hardys. Other than that, it's very heel central. I mean, I suppose they've got Roman. Who else they got? Roman, Balor. That's about it.
Yeah.
Whereas you've got Braun Strowman, Brock Lesnar, Kevin Owens, Samoa Joe. So maybe one of the heels could move over.
I feel like Braun Strowman out of them, because Kevin Owens and Samoa Joe are going to be part of that Triple H group. I feel like there's not really a point in splitting them up just yet.
Yeah, but I think Braun Strowman, they're kind of... Well, they've done that thing with Lesnar now, haven't they? So...
Yeah.
I think he's destined to stay.
Probably.
But they'll probably just have... I mean, I'm guessing they're going to have a proper, draft later this year. Otherwise, they would have called it. They would have.
definitely.
They would have called it the draft. So it probably won't be loads of people. Probably just
No,
some
it'll
big
be
ones.
Like probably one team, one man, and like one male star and one female star, and maybe like one NXT.
Yeah, even if they like move over, or even if Seth goes to SmackDown and they bring Dean Ambrose back to Raw,
Yeah.
something like that.
Because I feel like, yeah, I don't know. I mean, I figure it'll probably be either Seth Rollins is going to swap with someone, Sami Zayn is going to like. Obviously, they're all going to swap with someone, but I feel like it's either going to be Seth Rollins, Sami Zayn, or the New Day.
Yeah,
That are definitely swapping.
yeah. And actually, if Rusev goes over as well, that could be. But he's not supposed to come back for a while, so it's probably not going to be him.
No. Yeah, I think they're my three picks, to be honest.
Yeah.
Is there anything else on?
Well, there is one name on Raw actually that's jumping out at me, and it probably won't be right away because he's not a massive name. But Bo Dallas, I think, he could do well on SmackDown actually.
Yeah.
Especially if he actually ends up in the Wyatt family, and I think the Wyatt family needs someone new.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, I mean that could work. I don't know. I feel like they wouldn't take him seriously.
No, but
You know?
I don't know. Just giving him to different writers means,
Yeah.
they could do something else with him. The other tag team, if New Day don't go, Enzo and Cass, I think, could do. Because now they've kind of been pushed even further down the list. Like they weren't.
Yeah.
Because now that they've got the club, they've got Cesaro and Sheamus, they've got the Hardys, and now they've got the Revival as well. And I think Enzo and Cass could do really well on SmackDown, because the SmackDown,
Yeah, definitely.
although it's got more teams, it's not very strong.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I definitely agree with that. But I suppose we've got to wait until until Monday or Tuesday,
Yeah.
whatever days.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Now let's have a look at the old SmackDown people. See who we think might
Here's the
move.
thing, I feel like the most obvious is AJ Styles.
Yeah, apparently they're quite keen on him going, and also, like his new ring gear is all red and stuff. Like,
Yeah, definitely. I feel like we'll probably see who SmackDown.
I want to see Dolph Ziggler on Raw.
Yeah, I was gonna say Dolph Ziggler's probably gonna move.
Because there's too many. Like, he's not doing anything. Like, the last feud he had was with Kalisto and Apollo Crews. Like,
Yeah.
it just seems a bit silly.
I think, and the problem is, Raw's got like you said, too many heels. So if Dolph Ziggler went to Raw, he would have to be a face, or make someone else a face.
Or unless they
So-
swapped him with a heel.
Yeah.
So if Rusev went,
I mean, but by the looks of it, it looks like they're gonna have Ziggler feud with Nakamura.
well, they did have that dark match, but Nakamura like interrupted the Miz, so I don't know. We'll have to wait on that. Not sure, but
Yeah, I suppose. Tag team wise, it's difficult. I mean, I have a feeling Alpha's going to move.
yeah, they are a very raw-ish team, and like they've not done anything with the Usos since they lost the belts to them. So
Yeah, definitely.
maybe that's a possibility. But they're actually quite low on tag teams now, because obviously Zack Ryder got injured, so Mojo's by himself, and now that Simon Gotch's been released, you haven't got the Vaudevillains anymore.
No.
The Wyatt family aren't really a
Yeah.
thing anymore, so... And Heath Slater and Rhino, I mean, they haven't done anything for a while, so...
So maybe they don't move tag teams from SmackDown because currently SmackDown tag teams are really weak. So maybe they do bring over.
Maybe even if they just brought over like one tag team, even if it was just Enzo and Cass, or just New Day, or even if they brought over both, like they've got 4 big teams on Raw, and then they've also got the Golden Truth and Epico and Primo. So
yeah, that's true. I feel like
Kalisto, I could see him going maybe.
Kalisto. I feel like they'll move him and put him in the cruiserweight.
Maybe. Either Kalisto or Apollo Crews could move to Raw, I think.
Yeah, definitely. I can't see anyone else moving, to be honest. I reckon it's going to be them people.
The rosters are pretty short as it is, to be honest.
Yeah. They do look like surprising because the feuds go so quickly. And it's just you don't realise how small it is until you actually look at the roster.
Yeah, that's why I think Seth Rollins might go to SmackDown, because they haven't got many people who can compete for the WWE Championship. They've got Randy Orton, possibly The Miz if they want to do that. I suppose Luke Harper with the current storylines could possibly. Who else have they got? They've got Dolph Ziggler, but that's not going to happen. Dean Ambrose, but he's still the Intercontinental Championship. Bray Wyatt and Baron Corbin, possibly. And with AJ going to Raw, one less person as well. So, could definitely improve upon that. What about the women? Who do you think should move?
I feel like it's either Sasha Banks or Charlotte moving from Raw. And from SmackDown, it's either going to be Becky Lynch or trying to think, possibly Natalia.
I was thinking those two are the two that might move. Yeah, I think Natalia and Becky Lynch might move. Maybe even Carmella, but apparently to Wikipedia, Raw has 9 women on the Raw roster. I don't know what,
Jeez.
It says, 2 of them are injured, but you've also got 2 people on SmackDown that are injured as well. So, SmackDown's kind of... I think Alexa Bliss might go to Raw as well, maybe.
I don't want Alexa to go.
I don't either, but I think Charlotte's going to SmackDown.
Yeah.
Charlotte and maybe...
I want Banks to go to SmackDown.
Oh, I don't want Charlotte and Sasha on the same show again. Ugh.
Yeah. I don't know,
Maybe Charlotte and Dana Brooke. I don't know.
I'm trying to think who else. Maybe Alicia Fox?
Maybe, but she's not had a match in ages. She's just been the valet of Noam Dar.
Yeah.
She's in a storyline on 205 Live, so...
Probably wouldn't work.
Although I think Noam Dar just got injured, so that might work, but I don't know.
I'd say probably Charlotte's to SmackDown and Becky Lynch to Raw then.
Yeah, that makes sense.
That's what I would say.
If they turn Becky Lynch heel.
Yeah. Definitely.
Does that mean Charlotte is going to go babyface? Because they've got a lot of heels on SmackDown. Natalia, Carmella, Alexa Bliss.
I reckon Charlotte could be a heel. A face, sorry. I reckon she's got the potential to be a decent face.
Especially she's been babyface a lot recently. And even if Maurice became full-time wrestling again. I think Maurice versus Charlotte could be pretty cool.
Yeah, definitely. Is that everything we can talk about for the win?
I believe so.
Yeah.
What about NXT call-ups? I've heard the two names that have been brought up are Elias Sampson, because obviously he lost a loser leaves NXT match. So, well, he's got Smackdown written all over him.
Yeah.
Maybe he'll be the one to team with Aiden English or Kurt Hawkins. I don't know. I don't really like the Drifter, to be honest.
I honestly, he's going to have a singles crush. I can't see him teaming with Hawkins or English.
But he's so bad. Like, he didn't even get a push on NXT, so why would he get a push on the main roster?
I'm not sure, to be honest. I mean, yeah, maybe he would just, appear and that's it, really.
Yeah, I suppose. And the other name I heard was Andrade Cien Almas, who I really, really like, but I know you don't.
Yeah. I don't know, I don't, he's great skills, I just don't get him. But I feel like he's definitely going raw.
He's getting better and better the more he's on TV though. Like when he first started, I didn't like him. But then once he started doing the stuff with Bobby Roode and everything, it looked like he was really cool. I really liked him.
Yeah.
Especially when he does those chops. They're like, oh my god. Oh my god. So I think he does actually remind me of Del Rio a little bit when Del Rio first came in.
Yeah.
So cocky, and so I think he's gonna go to SmackDown. He probably feud with Apollo Crews or something.
Okay.
I think that'd be a good matchup because they could have good matches, although neither of them have got character, but
yeah,
it could work.
Personally, I feel like Asuka needs to be called up to SmackDown as well to help the women's division on that show.
I don't think she will until they have more women on NXT. Obviously, they've got Nikki Cross, they've now got Ruby Riott, and Ember Moon's really good as well. I mean, they've got Peyton Royce and what's the other name? Billie Kay. I don't like them at all. Peyton Royce is okay. Billie Kay is awful. But I don't think Asuka's gonna come up. I think she'll come up the same time as Bayley did last year after SummerSlam.
Possibly. But yeah.
The other name I'm thinking, maybe Oni Lorcan. I can see him coming up soon.
Yeah. He's had a few main roster matches.
Yeah, he had a few SmackDown matches, and he's also on 205 Live now, so technically he is part of the main roster on Raw.
Yeah.
So.
I feel like he could, but he's only really just stopped wrestling, in the NXT especially. So I feel like he needs to be there for a few more months. He's a good wrestler, don't get me wrong, but I feel like he needs to be on NXT for a while before he gets called up.
Yeah, he hasn't quite grasped his character yet. I don't think he's really found who he is. But NXT's looking pretty small as it is now. Maybe Roderick Strong, because he doesn't seem to be doing anything.
Yeah.
They've got a lot of people who are kind of ready, and but not that many people on NXT. Like No Way Jose, I don't think he's gonna do anything on NXT. So
I feel like maybe he goes to Raw.
He's a Raw guy. He's a Raw guy. Like you could just see him feuding with Rusev.
Yeah.
Doing those horrible dance segments that Santino used to do.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Even having promos with a New Day.
Yeah, something like that. Like you could just see him in those tag matches. Yeah. But what about broadcast teams? Can you see any commentators changing brands or
I feel I don't know. I mean, NXT, I really like their broadcasting at the moment. I forgot the guy, the English one.
Nigel McGuinness.
He's really good.
Yeah, he is. Yeah.
But I feel like he's doing such a great job on NXT. There's no point in moving him just yet. Plus, sorry, he's only just started on NXT. Smackdown. Yeah, JBL's are okay. Don't really care for him. I feel like they need to get rid of Data Tonga.
Yeah, even if they just swapped him, with Showtime Percy Watson, he's got way more character than David Otunga.
Yeah,
or even if Malro's coming back, just get rid of Otunga and put Tom Phillips in. He's a good
Yeah.
I really like Tom Phillips.
Yeah, I do as well. I feel like Tom Phillips would be good with Corey Graves again.
Yeah, he'd be good on Raw, but you've already got Michael Cole there, so...
Yeah. So who's on Raw again? Isn't it Corey Graves...
Michael Cole and Byron Saxton. Byron Saxton is also just, I don't care. He's so boring. So, you don't really need 3 commentators, so...
No. I feel like what they need to do is get rid of Saxon and Otunga. Move Phillips with... Oh, God. No. Because that means we'll have a JBL and Michael Cole.
Just get rid of JBL. Stick him on the pre-show.
Yeah.
JBL can do what, Jerry Lawler and Lita used to do on the... Sit next to Booker T, talk about matches. I don't care about JBL. Tom Phillips and Mauro Ranallo can do a good job by themselves.
Yeah.
You don't need a heel commentator.
Yeah.
And then on Raw, just have Corey Graves and Michael Cole.
Yeah. That would work.
And then, if you eventually want to bring up Nigel McGuinness, then go for it, but...
Yeah. I think that could work.
Yeah, I think I would enjoy that more.
Yeah, definitely. I don't know, it's also JBL's okay, but it's I feel like he's lost his touch as a commentator since, he came back.
He was definitely much better the first time.
Yeah, definitely. But yeah, I feel like he just doesn't need to be there anymore. I feel like WWE are sending him on his way out at some point. And, I heard JR's doing full-time again. If he is, maybe have him on, Raw, Raw or Smackdown or something like that. Just as, maybe once every couple of weeks something.
I think they'll probably just bring him back for pay-per-views, so...
Yeah.
But I think that kind of wraps it up, really. I don't think there's anything we haven't talked about, any names. If you could think of any names that we haven't thought about, stick them in the bottom.
Yeah, I can't think of any names, to be honest.
Alright then, we will
Yeah.
check in again soon, if we can be bothered.
Yep. If we can be bothered, really.
Like, subscribe, if you want, I don't care. If you want, that'd be cool.
Come on.
Just happy you're watching. And follow us on Twitter. Hashtag the Lardy Boyz.
Hashtag, isn't it at?
Now, let's get those hashtags. Hashtag us. We'll be trending worldwide. But you're right, it is at the Lardy Boyz. At the Lardy Boyz. Alright then.
By WrestleMania 40, we'll be trending live.
Alright then, we shall see you.